Hello, my fellow internet travelers and spiritual seekers. My name is Joanna DeVoe of Kick-Ass Switch, putting the K in Magic, and you're watching a video about money. Money is not a four-letter word, just so you know. New agey people, spiritual seekers, witchy folk of all kinds. We, generally speaking, notoriously suck at money. We are, as a whole, as a group, as a community, in general, we are extraordinarily self-aware, super generous. We are tuned into the secrets of the universe. We are filled with love. We are overflowing with love. We love our planet. We love our fellow creatures. We learn how to love ourselves. We love our fellow creatures, our fellow people, and the creatures that we share this planet with. And basically, we're just like love machines. Like we give and we give and we give and we give and we give so much energy out into the world. But then a lot of us, we fail to receive. We fail to receive that energy back in the form of money. And I believe that money is spiritual, that money is a form of energy, that everything is a form of energy, but money is too. And I'm saying this quite specifically here today because I think that there's a lie in the spiritual community that money is not spiritual. You may have grown up with messages like money is the root of all evil, and these messages, they get so deeply ingrained in us that we can spend years, a lifetime even, trying to master money and failing at it because we are hitting up against all of these shadows we have hiding out in our psyches, all of these deeply embedded beliefs that we don't even know are there, and lots of fear. And I say we because I'm 43 years old at the filming of this video, and for most of my adult life, I have struggled with money. And I can't say, I don't even know if it's true that I'm a person who believed that money was not spiritual. I just didn't feel worthy of it, and I was afraid of it because I didn't understand it. Like money to me was a total mystery. And I used to hide that fact behind this what I thought was a very clever facade of saying like, oh, I'm just an artiste. I'm so creative. I'm just a creative person. And I don't care about money. I don't care about money. I care about art. I care about creativity. I care about spirituality. And I think that that was a pretty easy lie to pull off because I was really feeding into the cliches, you know, of like people that have a lot of money are greedy assholes. People who don't, you know, people who are very spiritual, people who are very creative, you know, they're the starving artists of the world. So I was playing the starving artist and I was starving. I wasn't literally starving because I usually could scrape together enough money, some months were better than others, to get by. And full disclosure, I've been married twice, and not that they were happy to do it, but my husbands would pick up the slack for me when I couldn't do it for myself. And I'd usually get an earful about it, which would make me feel very bad about myself. And so did the fact that I was a mom. I have been a mom now for 23 years. And so having spent most of that time with this kind of poverty mentality, living like a starving artist, and really just shirking the responsibility for my own financial well-being, it created tremendous shame in me. And I often wonder, you know, if it was, is it the chicken or the egg? Was the shame already there? And so this behavior was born of shame? Did the behavior create the shame? And ultimately, it really doesn't matter because I was playing this kind of shame game. So the reason I'm sharing that with you now is because this is something that I have learned finally to move beyond. In the last few years, I have really been able to make peace with money and work with money as a kind of spiritual teacher. I am not a millionaire. I am not even making 6 figures a year yet. I'm on my way. But I've learned a lot. I'm self-sufficient. I can pay my bills doing what I love. I get to show up in the world being of service to other people and feel like there's an equal energy exchange going on. I listen to my money. My money talks to me, much like maybe your tarot cards or your oracle deck. Maybe you talk to spirit that way. Well, money can talk to you too. And that is because money is symbolic. It's a symbolic language that will tell you a lot about yourself if you're willing to listen. So the way that I made peace with money is I had to reframe it for myself. And the primary way that I see people trying to reframe money is as a game. So money is a game. The thing about that I think is very interesting, and I like the idea of thinking of money as a game, but I'm not a sporty person, I'm not a gamer. So for whatever reason, that metaphor never really got its hooks into me and got me to the point where I was taking action and stepping outside my comfort zone and really learning about money in a real practical level. What did it for me was reframing money as magic. Magic. I'm all about the magic. Magic to me, the definition of magic is creating change in conformity with your will. And the way for me that always begins is creating a change within. So if you want to change your outer reality, you have to change your inner reality first. That is why I believe it's important, if you have struggled with money for many, many, many years, to not push against that struggle, to not try harder, because clearly you've been trying, if you've been trying, you know what I'm saying? But to reframe it in a way that takes some of the fear out of it in order to kind of seduce yourself into stepping outside your comfort zone and learning about money. And then you're able to start changing your relationship with money within, and then it begins to reflect back at you in the world around you. And that's when you get this really great conversation going with the symbolic language of money. So I have created something very special for you. If this interests you, if you think, I think I'm like that woman. I too have struggled with money and played the starving artist, or I'm super spiritual and I just don't care about money. But come on, face it. You do care. You want to eat, you want to go to the dentist, you want to pay your bills, you want to take beautiful care of your family and your home, and you probably want to have a little bit of fun too, and most of those things cost money. So it's not that we don't care about money, it's that we don't understand it, and the only reason we don't understand it is because we haven't taught ourselves money. We haven't learned money. So if you're magically minded, this might really appeal to you. It is an ebook called The Rich Witch 7 Portals of Prosperity. And what I have done with this ebook is I have reframed money as a magical metaphor. And I do that throughout the book using archetypes and referring a lot to the chakra system, because that's something that a lot of us in the spiritual community understand. And so we're going to be working, if you choose to pick up this ebook, you'll be working with 7 archetypal guardians, which I present as the guardians of each chakra, but they're really the guardians of your whole kingdom, your financial kingdom. The guardians at the gates, these 7 energetic portals that are responsible for energy flowing in and out of your financial kingdom. I think it's really fun. It's very imaginative. It's for people with an amazing imagination. And you don't have to understand the chakra system to work with this book. Although I think if you already understand the system, you'll enjoy the book even more. And I want to warn you, there are 13 tasks involved that you are required to do. I'm not holding you to it. Nobody's going to be, holding you accountable except yourself. But I would say do not waste your money on this ebook if you are not willing to do the 13 tasks. This is a book that is meant to be done, and you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. So some of these tasks are very fun and very magical. Some of the tasks are going to really challenge you and push you outside your comfort zone. And despite all of the magic that is in the book, despite the metaphors, despite the archetypes, you're going to learn so much about the practicalities of magic. Or of money, excuse me. It's a very practical book about money. It's just framed in this magical, metaphorical way. And my goal is to trick you into learning about the practicalities of money, the ins and outs of it, the facts, the things that you need to know. This is not a book for somebody who already has a handle on investing and getting out of debt. If you're already on your way that way, good on you. You probably don't need this book. This is for a beginner or someone who has really struggled with money, with that starving artist archetype, or with money isn't spiritual, or I am trying but I just can't make it work. If you're one of those people, this is the ebook for you. When you get it, you will immediately get it. So the second you buy it, you will get an email, maybe a couple seconds later, with the ebook, and you can start on it right away. But again, I encourage you, if you decide to read The Rich Witch, 7 Portals of Prosperity, commit to yourself, make a commitment to yourself that you're going to go through this book as a spiritual process. You're going to work with all 7 of these guardians, and you're going to do all 13 tasks. Challenge yourself. It's a great challenge. This could be the year that you finally make friends with money and really come to see that money is quite magical. It's energy. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section down below. And definitely, if you work with the ebook, write to me and let me know your little success stories, because I want to hear them. I love to hear that. I love to encourage people on their path. And until we meet again, much love to you. Peace.